What's up, cultivators? It's Jar back with another CCGO, and today I'm here with a poet, someone who's actually been here a few times. They've been here for the ATM event. It's an event we've been posting on our YouTube a lot, something we're trying to get going. And yeah, she's here to talk about herself, her poetry, and all she's got going on. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kanei.
Boom, hit those notes. That was dope. That's good. That's awesome. Okay, Kanei, welcome. Tell them what do you do?
So, I mean, by trade, I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Like, I'm a nurse in real life. And, but what really fuels my spirit is poetry. So I'm a poet. I'm also an author. I have an album. A lot of stuff. Just like doing what I can to push the culture forward.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay, so when did you get into poetry?
Really, in the 90s. Dang, I keep saying that. That's like a long time ago. But yes, somewhere in the mid 90s, I got into poetry, and then it just branched off into, well, really rap, and then poetry, and then spoken word artist, and then just trying to perfect the craft, you know?
Yeah. So you make rap music and stuff, or you make?
I used to when I was a tiny kid.
Yeah. So what kind of like rap music? Like what were we talking about? And was it like conscious? Was it like gangster? Like what was it?
It was like gangster girl.
Really?
It was like gangster girl rap, but like sexy, but what was coming out of our mouth was like hard. So it was kind of like everybody wanted to be Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. And so you were in Houston at this time?
No, I was in a place called Chester, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from, like small town outside of Philly.
Okay, so this was like Pennsylvania rap scene.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the Pennsylvania rap scene. That's crazy. So it was like a lot of gangster rap, a lot of like, okay, cool. Were you in like a city or was it like small town?
Yeah, I mean small town right outside of Philly, so I guess, you know, it was cool.
That's awesome. I need to check out some Pennsylvania rap. That's like, I've never like, that's so cool. What is that? That's like north side?
That's like northeast.
Northeast.
You know,
Hey,
so.
Shout out to the northeast rap scene. They're all going to be watching this like, how's he not know about it? It's like, definitely send us, comment some of your favorite northeast rappers if you haven't already, please.
Right.
I want to check that out. But that's awesome. Okay. So did you ever make like an album of that? Like of hip-hop music?
Like
no?
we dibbled and dabbled into, you know, getting recorded and had a couple bites here and there. And then we just it just died, you know, because we had to graduate high school and become real people in life, I guess.
Okay. So this was like a high school thing.
Yeah.
That's funny. When I was in high school, I wanted to be an artist, make music and stuff. So I get it. I think that's it's a young person dream and stuff.
Yeah. Everybody want to be, you know, a superstar.
Yeah. So you didn't do the superstar thing, didn't work out. So after that, is that when you went to nursing school?
Yes. So as I was an athlete, so I ran track and field, and then that helped me get through college. And, you know, I got pregnant and had my daughter. So that kind of changed my trajectory, you know. So I kind of went a different route. Went to college, became a nurse, moved to Texas, and been here since 2007.
Okay, so you've been here nursing, being a mother, and writing poetry.
Writing poetry.
Cool. In 2007. So when did you like transition from the hip hop artist to the poet?
Probably around 21, when I started writing, and I got to a place where I went to an open mic, and I signed up for an open mic, and he was like, well, what's your name? And I was like, Kia. And he was like, no, I need your artist name. And I was like, I don't have one. And he was like, well, you need one. And I had my book. And he was like, do you mind? And I let him read my book. Like he was reading. He was like, man, you know what? We're going to name you Blaze.
Blaze. Okay.
And I was like, okay. And he was like, so when you hear your name, you got to go to the mic. And I was like, I could take my book, right? And he was like, yeah. And they called me like 3 times. And he was like, yo, you're Blaze. I was like, oh, that's me.
Yeah, Blaze on stage. That's funny. Okay.
So it started out as Blaze. And then I I had kept going to open mics, and then I was writing one day, and my mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I had blocked. Like I couldn't. I wanted this bar so bad, and she was like, "Well, why don't you just go ahead and get relaxed? Every time you get relaxed, you can what relaxes you is that wine you drink, and the wine that I drank was Kanei."
Oh snap! What? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so that was the birth of Blaze.
Except Canei. I just changed it because my name was K, and then the girl, one of my great friends on the end of the block, her daughter she had birth named is Kanei too.
Whoa!
So it was kind of like it just felt right. And
that's
then
crazy.
Drank wine and finished the poem.
That's nice. Okay, cool. And so, what was your book about?
Oh, so my book is called She Dreams in Color, and it is actually a memoir, and it speaks about like my journey. So it is kind of like a biography, but it's just like memories on how I got here. So, and I tell it through me actually sitting on the couch, and talking to my therapist.
Oh wow!
So, if you don't do nothing, you can go to Amazon and get She Dreams in Color. By me.
I mean, like, that's the least y'all can do. Like, if y'all are not going to leave your favorite Pennsylvania artist in the comments, you can at least go and get She Dreams in Color.
Yes.
It's on Amazon. Check it out. Check it out. That's cool. Okay, so that was the birth of Kanei. That's where we can get the book. Okay, cool. And so you've written a poetry album too, right?
Yes, I've written a poetry album. It's called She, How Ironic. And it was produced and all the artwork by MC Liro.
Oh, okay. I know MC Liro's came. He came for 18.
Yes. He actually did. I mean, he spearheaded the album. It was an amazing project. It has he's featured on the album. Susan Carroll is a Houston Grammy nominated artist who is also featured on the album. And that album is available on Payloads. And you can listen to it. You can go to my website and buy it. Kanei Poetry, bloop, bloop.
Boop, boop. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, do you think you could spit a poem right now? Is that like too much to ask?
Yo, I knew he was gonna do that. Yeah. Like I knew, he just said, "Go ahead and spit a poem."
If I had a beat, I'd make you freestyle for sure. Bro.
Right? Boom, 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 cipher. Does anybody do you want to hear something in specific, or do you just want?
Give me like something from your album, maybe. Let's get a taste of the album.
Oh wow, of the album. Okay. Let's do. Dang, what is on the album?
I'm trying to like put you on the spot or anything.
I know cool. He just put me on the spot.
Chill.
All right, I'm gonna do. I'm not feeling anything from the album because I don't have my tracks. But what's on the album?
You want to do something that's like you are feeling? What's something like it could be chill, it could be intense, it could be scary.
It could be intense. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here lately, it's like my vagina got a beacon for weak niggas. Now that I have your attention, let's talk about my body. How everybody is touching my body without touching my body, niggas. I mean, politicians behind closed doors making decisions about our bodies without our permission. Raping American women, literally. Sucking the life rights out of me. Isn't that abortion? English doesn't have to be our first language to understand that politicians are just lyrical contortionists, twisting and pulling and turning our American dreams into third world country nightmares. The monsters are real under our beds. Yeah.
Whoa, that was intense. That was crazy, yo. If I had like an audience here, I'd be like, y'all clap it up for that. That's crazy. Right. Oh, that was really good. Okay.
It's heavy because women's rights is an issue right now. Like, and we are in the climate, and it is a very severe climate, guys. So we got to do our part. We have to.
When'd you write that one?
I wrote that one, and it's so funny. People laugh because even some of my mentees, I'm giving them all these challenges and through our mentorship. And honestly, I probably haven't written a new poem in 7 years.
Wow. Yeah.
These are timeless pieces that I just like to, I tell people, if you are passionate and you are very serious about your art, then your art evolves. And once it evolves, it becomes timeless. So I just take things that I've written here and there, and then I just go back to them and I just match them together. And because most things are current here and now and in our future, right?
Yeah.
So we write about the same things, we just say them differently.
Yeah.
So I just moved the furniture around. But I am inspired. I was just telling my bestie, I said, yo, I am so inspired after ATM. Remember, I was like, oh my God, I think I can write a poem.
Really?
Because when you're pouring in a different fashion, like you're pouring in a different artist, trying to make platforms for new and upcoming artists and just trying to move the culture forward, you lose your part, like your artist part as a person. Like I'm not involved in my own artistry because I'm, trying to do what you guys are doing here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just offer and create opportunity for, young people to not have to spend as much time. I remember a time where it took you years and years and years to become relevant or an artist, when now you have people like the CC and network and mentorships and open mics like right about now and people doing things to make things faster because we've done the work. So we know it don't take 10 years to become relevant. You can do it with your community, right? And the people and the information that's around you. I see artists now that I just hit the scene, and it's 2 years later, they done blew up because they're using their resources.
Yo, wow.
So
that was exactly it. That was perfect. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exactly how it is. That's awesome. And I really like what you said about the idea that to push like the culture forward or to push your movement forward, push whatever you want to push forward, you have to sacrifice your own individual art. Like you have to sacrifice your own purpose in a way, like to push the bigger purpose.
Yeah, you got and that is what you have to understand about the assignment.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's bigger than me. It is bigger than all of us. I mean, poetry has been in the background of everything, but never great enough to be in the front, which is such an untruth. I believe there are ways to make this thing become just as marketable and valuable. And if we create a need for it, and people are going to want it, right? So how do we do that? We make the community want it. We create the need. And if we don't use the community to help us do that, then we are going to be simply in the background.
Yeah.
So
that's the importance of events, like you said, right about now, approach the mic, stuff like this that's popping up, to really put the community in the forefront, really give them a voice, really show like, hey, these poets. That's why I love what Rochelle's doing. Like she's really trying to put it on the forefront. Like these poets should be revered like comedians or like singers and stuff. Like
I mean, there's so many things. Where can you go? Like Houston is, I mean, amazing. There is a place to go and do poetry creatively, I believe, every day of the week. Every day of the week, you can hit a mic. I mean, it is crazy. You got Chief Akena doing something at the HMAC. Then you have, I believe, Remedy Knowledge. She's doing something in Conroe. Like Conroe, bro. Like Conroe, Texas. It's an open mic. You got Poetry Lounge here in Houston. You have, it's a closed mic. We Go Live. You got right about now. It is somewhere to go. Writer's block. It is somewhere to go and do poetry. You should not be a starving artist. Gone are the days, Then you have closed shows. You got Poetry or Die. We Go Live is a closed show. And those are taking the artist to another level. Meaning saying, hey, we see you out there creating your lane. So come over here and let us try to polish it, help you become a better artist. Those are things that are pushing the culture forward.
Awesome. Well, great. I feel like that's a lot of great resources for any poet out there listening, or anybody trying to step into the scene in Houston. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of opportunity, like you said, every day.
Every day.
Every
Approach
day.
the mic is
Yeah.
once a month,
Yeah.
right? Is it the last Thursday?
Last Thursday of
The
every
last
month.
Thursday of every month. And where can you do that? What makes that mic different is that they're offering you a safe space at your value. Where do you get that? At your value. You tell us how much you think it's worth.
Yeah, exactly.
How much you think it's worth. And then you come and you create. And I promise you the energy in that space, man, the energy in that space is amazing.
I appreciate that. I'd love to hear, Approach the Mic is something we're building. It's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a big thing in Houston. We got poets coming in. We got talent coming in. It's going to be a great experience for everyone. So happy. I appreciate the love. Before we wrap this up, is there anything you want to let people know about? Any events coming up?
So September the 5th, I will be in Galveston at Apotheosis Epidemic. That is another part of the world that people don't know about, but Galveston has a lane for poetry. So I originated in Galveston, so I'm gonna go support that team because those are the people that put me on when I first moved to Texas. And then 9/11, I'll be at Avant Garden hosting right about now. That feature is Beauty. That is her rebirth feature. So that's going to be amazing. And then Masquerade, Metaphors, and More in Phoenix, Arizona, hosted by PK the Poet. And a bunch of Houston artists will be featured there. Miracle, Beauty, I, Myself, Gully Thoughts. And that's going to be amazing. So
Awesome. Where can people find you?
People can find me on IG at IamKanei. And I am Kanei Poetry on every other platform, TikTok, Facebook, all the stuff that I don't know because my ass is old.
All this stuff. That's where y'all find it.
And this is my brand. Poetry is God's language. I believe it. Just if you pick up the Bible, it's a bunch of poems.
Oh, we didn't even get into that. There's so much more we could have gotten
man. Just holler at me. Y'all see me, I'm around.
Okay, cool. Awesome, Kanei. Well, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for hopping on the CCGO podcast.
Yo, but wait, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Like I've been wanting to touch your hair this whole podcast. Let me
go ahead.
Guys,
it's real. It's real.
It's no product.
It's just straight up. I woke up today, came here, happy to be here. Okay.
I had to.
Yeah, thank you, Kanei, for coming. Thank you for confirming my hair is real. I am a real person. My hair is real. I exist. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of CCGO featuring Kanei. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the buttons, all the things. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. See our most recent stuff when it drops. And I'm Jar, and I'm out. Peace.